All your favorite wrestling shows rolled into one. Welcome to the We Book It podcast. Let's start the show.
Oh, okay. We didn't even get a countdown. We just jumped right in. Okay,
right into
well,
it,
I guess it was that kind of Monday Night Raw then. Welcome everybody to another edition of Monday Night Raw Dog. I am your host, Coach, and I am joined once again by my esteemed co-host, and he is one Sir Claudius.
You know what? After recent events, going back to Big Daddy C.
Big Daddy's back.
Yep.
Big Daddy C is back.
Hold on.
Well, while C gets his name back in the limelight like he deserves, we focus on the final. See, right there. It was a night full of returns, and why not kick it off with a return here on Monday Night Raw, Dog? Big Daddy C is back in action. So let's get things started, as it is John Cena's final Monday Night Raw appearance. And of course, why not? He kicks off the show and comes out to a thunderous ovation, about 10 minutes worth of admiration for John Cena. He was addressing the fans, talking about how much he appreciated each one of them, only for Dirty Dom to come out and basically ask for a rematch for his IC title. Then Cena gladly accepted. However, Dom said, no, we're going to do it on my terms this time, unlike you did last week. We are going to do it in my hometown of San Diego at Survivor Series, to which John Cena gladly accepted. But they were then surrounded by JD McDonough and Finn Balor. And right as the three came in to beat down Cena, Sheamus came out to make the save. And then Rey Mysterio came out to even the odds. And this set up a 6-man tag match that happens in the very next segment. But, I mean, what a way to start out the final Raw for John Cena. It was very fitting that it was like that. It's hard to describe, but it was a very bittersweet moment with that. See, what do you think of this opening segment?
Oh, it was awesome, man. Obviously we know what the night was going to entail. Cena's last big Monday Night Raw appearance and match. At Madison Square Garden of all places. So last time in Boston, and this week, last time in Madison Square Garden. So he didn't get back-to-back appearances at a Garden arena, TD Garden, now MSG. And so it was awesome to see both nights. And what better way for him to go out, than have a mixed tag, not a mixed tag, but a 6-man tag match against joining two guys that that he's had a lot of history with, and Sheamus and Rey Mysterio. And so what a way to go out, teaming up with some seasoned veterans that you've been on the road with for such a long time. It was against some young, I ain't gonna say young upstarts, but more so on Dom's side. But Finn and JD being veterans in their own right, and so it was great to see. And so what a great send off for those guys. I did like the moment. I did like the moment with them doing the 5 knuckle shuffle And then the bro the beat the 10 whatever they call it shit.
The beats of the beats of the
Drum or something like that.
boat ram.
Yeah. So yeah, it was awesome to see that. Yeah, I'm glad this was how they sent it off for Cena on Monday Night Raw. So we'll see what happens at Survivor Series with him and Dom. So yeah.
So yeah, you kind of just described that match perfectly there. See, Cena, Mysterio, and Sheamus pick up the victory over the Judgment Day, and so it ends for John Cena on Monday Night Raw. Another great match that the crowd was fully invested in for. Hot action, signature moves, finishers, and of course the right team getting the right win. Just a great way to open up Monday Night Raw. And then we take a swerve into what the heck was this about? Because our next segment is Jackie Redmond in the ring as she introduces Women's World Champion Stephanie Vicaire, who was then jumped by Nikki Bella and beat her down and vowed to take the Women's World Championship. And yeah, that I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of expecting this to be my piss break, and before I knew it, the segment was already over. So I didn't even have to get up and move because I was like, "Oh wow, it's over already." Okay, cool. No point, honestly, unless except to move this storyline along, and I don't even think it did that. If I'm being honest, I think it was a waste of time. But looks like we're going to be getting a match between these two, which surprises absolutely no one because we saw this coming, especially the heel turn for Nikki Bella. But yeah, I think this segment was about 3 minutes long, and maybe even then that might have been too long for this. Let's see, what do you think of this segment?
What do I think? What haven't I said already that needs to be heard? I'll just say it again. What the hell? I want this hoe off my screen. I want her to go away, far, far away from the world of professional wrestling. I am tired of seeing this bitch on my television. Why did she have to come back? Ma'am, you just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. What business do you need with WWE right now? Or pro wrestling in general. We don't need you here. The women's division is doing just as fine without you. Then she got the nerve, the unmitigated gall to say, I'm the one that what she say, revolutionized or some shit like that.
Yes, she
What
did.
the fuck you revolutionized? What, being a twin? Huh? The audacity of this bitch to say that. I'm like, and then you gonna attack Stephanie Vicaire, the sweet, beautiful Stephanie Vicaire. Come on now, like what are we doing? Like, go away. You just want to have realistically. If we really want to be on the real. She just want to find a way to be in the same space as John Cena and try to be a leech off his damn farewell tour. If we really want to call it a buck, let's call it a buck. That's all that bitch just doing. She being a leech. She's single. She lonely. All right. She just got divorced not too long ago. Now she got paid. She got paid the dude back money. And now that's probably the biggest reason why she came back to try to get some more money, because she can't make a business on her own. If we really want to be fair. But I digress. Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Let it all out.
Yeah.
Let it all out. All right, so then we get to our next match, which is the Last Time Is Now tournament, and it is a matchup between Solo Sikoa and a mystery partner, or a mystery opponent. As Solo is in the ring, he's waiting. We're waiting, anticipating who it is. And then all of a sudden, we hear it. That he is here to show the world.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph Ziggler makes his return. It has been almost 3 years since he was back in WWE, and he is back.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowd was red hot from the beginning of this match, cheering him on, saying cheering "Let's go Ziggler" and "Welcome back." For the in-ring action, it was okay. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just really great to see Dolph back in a WWE ring, and
Mm-hmm.
then really after that, it was. I mean, action was subpar. Like I said, the crowd was what made it a great, memorable match, and of course, Ziggler hits the zigzag for a 2 count. Crowd goes crazy for it, and as he's going to get the super kick, Solo hits him with the Samoan spike for the pinfall victory. So Solo moves on into the last time is now tournament, but a standing ovation for Dolph Ziggler as he makes his return, and another bittersweet moment. As much as we were all hoping it was going to be Dolph with the victory, this was the call that made sense, and hopefully it leads to more things going forward for Dolph Ziggler in WWE. But we will have to wait and see because he still has stuff down in TNA as Nick Nemeth that he is working on. See what you think of this match and the surprise.
Hold on. Okay. What the hell? All right. I loved it, man. He was the last person I was expecting, to be honest with you. I was sitting here while I actually recorded my reaction to it. And I was thinking, all right, Chris Jericho, Randy Orton, because Orton ain't been on TV in a minute. So I was like, maybe one of those two. And then I was like, eh. And then as soon as I said Randy Orton, that's when the music hit, Dolph Ziggler's music hit. I was like, yo, that's crazy. But they did say, it could be somebody that didn't work here. And so I was like, can't be nobody from AEW. And I was like, I'm like, if anything, it's somebody that wasn't working for the company, but they coming back, somebody that was just a free agent. But I didn't, obviously after, Zack Ryder making his appearance, even though he's been doing the stuff as Matt Cardona on NXT, Dolph Ziggler, I didn't think he was gonna get back involved. Cause I know it was something that he was saying he wanted to get involved with the whole partnership thing, and he said he would never set foot back in WWE, and so I was just like, oh, okay, all right. So that's why I didn't even think it was gonna be Dolph at all. But I'm not surprised that his former teammate guys, that showed up for this tournament, they end up being the mystery guys, and so. I'm shocked that I'm shocked that it wasn't Joe Hendry. I thought that Joe Hendry would have been a good person to throw up in the mix. In advance for the most part. But I think I'm pretty sure they're gonna have bigger plans for him. Now that it's been made official, I believe that he's signed with WWE. So
Yes.
we will see. I don't know if they're going to have him start on NXT or if they probably just going to throw him to the main roster, because I think at this point probably don't need to. I think he's paid his dues in NXT over the last year or two since the partnership has come about. So, but yeah, I enjoyed the match, man. It was good to see Dolph Ziggler back in the ring and hear that music again.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like he never missed a beat, man. It's like he never left, honestly. And to see him the chemistry that he did in the ring with Solo was pretty awesome. So I think that was the first time. Yeah, that was the first time they ever went against each other. Wait, no, it's not the first time. I'm pretty sure they met up in NXT.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure they did too.
Yeah, I think because when Dolph went back down to NXT, I'm pretty sure they might have locked up at some point. Because Dolph was still around when Solo got in. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they locked up a few times. But yeah, man, it was awesome, and we'll see what happens, in the future with Nick Nemeth as he heads on back to TNA. But Solo, I don't see him advancing after the second round. I think he's going to lose to whoever. Is it going to be him and Miz?
He's gonna face the winner of Penta and Finn Balor.
Oh shit, we still got more matches. Okay,
we got more matches. Yeah.
Oh shit! How many more matches do we got left?
We got the final 2 matches for the first round coming up on Friday.
Oh, SmackDown. Okay, so Finn and
Penta,
and
then you got Bronson Reed versus
Bronson
Carmelo
Reed. Yeah, that's
Hayes.
right. Okay, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, all right. And then because Miz already won his match, right?
Yeah, he did. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
No, he didn't. No, he lost to Jay.
Wait, how do I not remember this? He lost to Jay for real?
Yeah.
Damn. That's fucked up, man. How they gonna let? Come on, man. Jay did not. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be one of those people that's on the Jay hate train. I'm not gonna do that. I just don't think he should have beat Miz, but it is what it is. But go ahead.
All right. So we get to our next segment, which is Alexa Bliss coming to the ring and pleading her case to Charlotte Flair, who is reportedly not there at Monday Night Raw. So we see Bliss trying to get Charlotte to reconsider joining the War Games match. That brings out Asuka, Kairi Sane, Lash Legend, and Nia Jax. They surround the ring. Rhea Ripley's music hits. She comes out along with Io Sky. And then right when it's a 4-on-3 advantage, Charlotte Flair comes in and starts hitting everybody with the kendo stick, stood tall, stared down. The heels checked on Alexa Bliss. They hugged it out. Io and Rhea are also hugging it out on the side. And that kind of ended the segment. I mean, it's not a bad thing that this happened. I just think it could have been executed a little bit better. And what I mean by that is maybe keep it at maybe Charlotte shouldn't have returned tonight. Maybe it should have been more of a Friday night SmackDown kind of thing to build up more tension there, because I do believe there's going to be a breakup between Bliss and Flair. Somebody's going to turn heel in this. I just don't know who it's going to be, but I think building it up like that is going to be. There is a better way to do it compared to how they did it tonight. I mean, it was fine. Don't get me wrong, but you could have built the suspense a little bit more by having it go into Friday Night SmackDown. But I digress. It happened either way. See what you think of this segment.
I liked it. Obviously this is going to be the night where they do one of the final face-offs, with the teams, and we see, like get an idea of how everything is going to play out. So I was actually shocked that Charlotte decided to come back. Y'all thought they was going to plug in 2 more people just right in and there, and then we get the 5th person for the Hills team. But looks like we're going to have to wait on that Friday. We're going to have to wait on that on Friday. But as we get deeper into the recap of the rest of the show, I think we're going to have an idea as to who those final two members are going to be. But overall, the segment was pretty solid. I did laugh at the whole double hug thing.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. So it's like EO, like it's funny. EO is like effortlessly funny. Like her and the Kabuki Warriors, they just they just do shit. Like their charisma and like they just funny at what they do. And like, they don't even have to, speak a lot of English to like, be hilarious. And that's what I like, but the passion is still there, and so that's what I enjoy about them, even as whether they're heel or whether they're faces. I always enjoy seeing them. I just didn't enjoy the the damage control shit. Like,
Yeah.
them outside of damage control, I can vibe with. But everything, nah, inside, nah. But yeah, overall the segment was great. I can't wait to see how everything plays out on Friday night. We'll probably get kind of like everything resolved in regards to the teams. And so yeah.
All right, we get to our next match, which is a women's intercontinental title match between Maxxine Dupri and Becky Lynch. Right from the get-go, Dupri was setting the pace, got a near fall right off the bat. But then after the commercial break, it was all Becky Lynch. Then as Dupri was getting ready to make her comeback, Lynch would counter back, but then it was the ankle lock that Dupri applied on Lynch that left her kind of flailing, and that got the crowd involved a little bit more. Lynch, getting angry, was trash talking the referee Jessica Carr, and as she tossed Dupri to the floor, she was working on exposing one of the turnbuckles, only for AJ Lee to finally make her return after, what was that, about 2 months off of WWE TV,
No,
and she
it was
came in.
I think it was about maybe a month and a half, maybe.
I don't know. I feel like it's been 2 months
2 months
since that god awful WrestlePalooza.
WrestlePalooza. Dang. Yeah, went by fast.
I know. So AJ Lee comes out, distracts Becky Lynch. Dupri hits the crossbody off the top rope and pins Lynch 1, 2, 3, wins the title in a monster upset. Afterwards, Dupri and AJ Lee share a hug, and during a interview with Jackie Redmond, Maxxine goes to celebrate with her Alpha Academy partners, Tozawa and Otis. And then Rhea Ripley comes in and says to AJ Lee if she has time for a little chat. And that is how the segment ends, hinting that AJ Lee will be a part of the War Games match on the women's side. What'd you think?
The match itself was awesome. I definitely was not expecting AJ Lee, even though there's some speculation about her possibly being, that fifth member after Charlotte, disappeared, but yeah, I was definitely shocked that she popped up tonight. But then, of course, this guy scores a touchdown. He's on my bench, Trey Tucker from the Raiders. But no, but yeah, the Maxxine, so proud of her. Just to see the progression that she's had, over the last few years or so. I know we used to talk bad about her and her wrestling skills, but she definitely improved. Working with Natalya, as much shit as I give Natalya, she does well with training a lot of the women, so I give her that credit. But yeah, I'm glad Maxxine Dupri got her moment, just like I was glad um, Chelsea Green got her moment as the first women's United States champion. And so hopefully Maxxine can keep this championship for a hot minute and have a nice little run. But knowing Triple H, if he sees that she's not getting over with the crowd, she's probably not going to keep that championship too long. So, but yeah, and in terms of the aftermath, like I said, it kind of gave away what we're going to see in terms of the final two members of the respective survivors, the respective War Games teams on the women's side. AJ Lee, being recruited by Rhea Ripley, and then in turn, I'm sure that that Nia Jax's team is going to recruit Becky Lynch, which is pure irony, if you ask me. Considering the history between Nia Jax and Becky Lynch, it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out.
Yes.
So yeah, those are my thoughts on that.
All right, we get to our next match, which is the last time is now tournament matchup between Javon Evans and the returning ring general Gunther. And I'm not going to lie, I said it in our group chat. Javon Evans got a jobber entrance. His entrance was during a commercial break, and I immediately thought to myself, crap, he's going to get squashed here. He's going to get squashed, and I am not going to be happy about it one bit. Also of note, Gunther makes his return. Pretty good pop with his return, and he actually comes back with his old theme music, which when he was known as Walter. So a very interesting decision there to change his music. I also wonder if he had an issue with Def Rebel and all of the music issues that they have created for themselves in WWE. But we digress. This was not a squash match. This was a fantastic match between two guys with different styles. Gunther being the more technical power performer, whereas Evans is the quick, as he says, bouncy and high flying kind of act. It was even to a point where Javon was given his own chops to Gunther, and he was avoiding the chops. He was transitioning the submission moves into counter offense. He looked great, and what surprised me even more, how much time these guys had, because they were given 2 commercial breaks for their match, and that means that they think highly of. Obviously, they think highly of Gunther already, but that's how much they think of Javon Evans, that they want to extend his match out. So that was really good. But unfortunately, towards the end, Gunther realized he had a chance to take advantage of Evans. He hit the power bomb. Evans kicked out, but then he applied the sleeper hold, and Evans unfortunately tapped out. So Gunther advances in the tournament. And like I said, man, this was a great match. Unfortunately, the right person won, but I was just hoping Javon was going to pull off the upset. However, this is the right call. Javon is going to have plenty of time to make his have his moment on the main roster. Also, interestingly enough, and again, I said this in our group chat too, when Gunther got the tap out victory, crowd was completely silent. So That's how much Javon Evans won them over in just one match. They were cheering that Gunther was back and he was ready to go. And then he beats Javon Evans, and the crowd just is more disappointed than anything.
I don't know
So
why they were disappointed. It was written on the wall, the
I
writing on the
know.
wall when it was announced that Gunther was coming back, and then when they announced who was facing him in the first round, yeah, we knew Javon was gonna put up a fight. Obviously, we saw what his matches against Oba and Trick. So we know what he was going to do, but it was also we knew he was going to lose. Like, yeah, everybody thought it was going to be a squash match. I didn't think it was going to be a squash match. I'm like, I just knew ultimately, he put up a hell of a fight, but Gunther was going to choke him out.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's exactly what happened. So I don't know why people all, butthurt. It's like, I'm pretty sure we got the surprises out the way. So, Gunther's going to be the one to face John Cena. That has been speculated over the last year or two, that this is what's going to happen. And so, and for Gunther himself, after losing the world championship, to CM Punk, and taking time off, this will be his way to kind of get some momentum back, after losing his championship, and now he can try to get back into the mix over the next year or so as we get towards WrestleMania. So yeah, it's going to be Gunther. He's going to win the whole thing. He's going to face John Cena. He's more likely going to win it, win that match, and yeah. So those are my thoughts on all that.
All right, now we get to our final segment, which is the main event of the evening. It is the face-off from the War Games teams. They're in the men's side. The Vision, including Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, all are out in the ring. To begin with, Paul Heyman introduces each one of them, and as he finishes, CM Punk's music hits. Punk comes out, realizes he's outnumbered. They're begging Punk to come in to fight, only for Jey Uso's music to hit. Him and Jimmy come out from the crowd and surround the ring. Cody Rhodes' music then hits, surprisingly with no pyro. I was actually kind of curious about that. No pyro in that situation. But either way, he comes out. All four men go into the ring and start fighting. Mayhem ensues, and it's when CM Punk has Logan Paul ready and lined up for a go to sleep for Brock Lesnar's music to hit. And as Lesnar comes into the ring, he suplexes CM Punk twice, kicks him out of the ring. Cody comes in. Him and Brock stare at each other because the last time they saw each other was at SummerSlam, back when it was held in Puerto Rico, and Brock did the weird headbutt thing to Cody that I really still have no idea why he did that, but either way, it was a sign of respect, apparently. Brock gives Cody two suplexes, and he's standing tall. Credits are rolling. We think that's how it's going to end. And then all of a sudden, the OTC Roman Reigns makes his triumphant return. Him and Brock stare at each other in the ring. He Superman punches Brock. He rolls out. And then Roman standing tall, only for Bronson Reed to come back in and knock out Roman Reigns, lines him up for a tsunami. Reigns gets up. Superman punches Reed. Then more chaos ensues. Security comes out. Security starts getting taken out by everybody. Then even the NYPD start come out as well. And they're trying to break it up, as Logan Paul's trying to get into Roman. CM Punk grabs a kendo stick and starts choking Logan Paul out. And then Roman spears Bronson Reed and a NYPD officer into the barricade. Complete mayhem. And that's how the show ends. And all I can say is beautiful. Beautiful.
Absolute cinema.
Beautiful. Overbooked like crazy, and I don't care.
Absolute cinema. Pure carnage, chaos. Madison Square Garden, that's how you want it. We knew this was going to be the route that they were going to take. So them rolling the credits, I was like, look, we know what y'all can't fool us no more. So just stop rolling the credits. We know that these are going to be the 2 final members. So like, just let it play out. And so yeah. I enjoyed it all, man. It was awesome. What a way to end a historic night, Cena's last night on Raw. And so it was a all-star heavy night, and so yeah, what a way to go out. I give it an A+.
I agree. I give it an A. Some great things. Obviously, Cena's final segment and match, that was great. Gotta love the surprise upset with Maxxine Dupri winning. Match of the year candidate between Gunther and Javon Evans. Dolph Ziggler returning. Getting some more of the women's war game match figured out. Really, the only downfall was that stupid Nikki Bella segment that kind of destroyed the flow, but thankfully we got back on track. But yes, I agree. I give it a solid A for the night because this was one to remember. Now, that is going to do it for us here tonight on Monday Night Raw Dog. Thank you to everyone who tunes in. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to all of our content. And speaking of comments, if you see something that you like, leave a comment below. Tell us what you want to talk about. We'll take a look at it. If you want to see something, let us know. We're more than happy to listen to our viewers and fans and give them the content that they desire. But until next time, I'm Coach for he's Big Daddy C. We'll see you next week on another edition of Monday Night Raw Dog.